Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back at it. I made a slight switch up here. So instead of the bar barrel, I'm rocking the log. I just, so there's certain occasions, maybe against like the RG, or even against something like where you just want to be able to chip out your opponent and you can't, or you're struggling to because arrows is your only spell that reaches. So, it's beneficial in those type of scenarios, but it's an interesting deck it looks like we're going up against. Let's go with the cage up high. That's going to bring everything in. And then we can go with the recruits afterwards. I just wanted the bowler across the map or across the bridge. That way, our Princess Tower can help kind of take it out. So I'm not really sure what our opponent's got here. But we did get one Ram Rider charge on that side. So really, really solid. We'll just get the Demolisher going over here on this right side here. Honestly, the Goblin Demolisher is probably one of the most underrated cards I've seen in quite some time. It's really, really solid. It's, it's high threat in terms of the ability to kind of force your opponent to have to respond, even though it's really only a 4 elixir card, but the amount of damage it can do and the fact that it can damage down something like a bowler and do a pretty good job is really, really crazy. Let's go with the Executioner here. Yeah, it's going to probably give up a little bit of damage. But all in all, it's not too bad. We have damage on both sides. We take 2 bowler hits on that side, but the Archer is going to get taken out by the Executioner. So really, really solid. Now, we can probably just go with the recruits here. We have that Evil Goblin Cage, which is just an amazing option here. So now that we know he's got Mirror as well, now that we know he can't go with another, Suspicious Bush, so we're just going to hang out here, see what he does. I'm going to go Ram Rider on this side then. I'm expecting him to have Mega Knight. Yeah, there's that Mega Knight. Unfortunately, the Ram Rider is not able to break on through, but that's okay. Let's go with the Executioner here. And then we'll go with the Recruits afterwards. So obviously we got log for this, so we're just going to log this. It's a really, really interesting deck our opponent's got here, but we're going to arrows down those archers and see what he's going to do for this Executioner. He might just take it. I don't think he really has too much. Oh, he's got the E-Barbs. That's wild. All right. I think we can go with something like the E-Spirit here. We're going to get Connection, which is going to be amazing. And we've got the log for this, so we're going to clean that up afterwards. All in all, not too bad. We're going to go with the cage here, and that should be able to kind of deal with things there. I'm going to go for the recruits afterwards. That should yoink one of those goblins in and still have a cage, forcing out arrows. And then we can go with the Demolisher here. That should do pretty good. We're just going to slowly chip out our opponent here. I think that's what we're going to need to do. He's got so many ways to kind of, defend and whatnot. So we're going to go with the cage here. That should pop that skeleton barrel, which is going to be great. Log to kind of clean everything up. I don't want to send the Ram Rider. I feel like he's going to have his Mega Knight or even the bowler, so it didn't really make sense in my opinion. But Executioner is going to get some pretty good damage before, we need to respond. We're going to do this here. And if we take some damage against the Suspicious Bush, it's not the end of the world. Seeing that, both our towers are now probably equally as damaged. Let's go with the Executioner here. We have that, we have the Evil Goblin Cage here, so yeah, he's going to be able to jump, but it's going to get yoinked in, so that's really nice. Let's go with the recruits here, a little bit late, but all in all, it should still be a really solid defense. We're going to arrows this down real quickly, and then we're going to do this here. I'm just going to log this. And as he sends the skeleton barrel, the Ram Rider is going to help slow it down, and that's going to prevent, the death damage from the skeleton barrel. And look at that, that left side tower is getting damaged down. The right side's down a pretty decent amount as well. So let's go with the recruits here. And I think I'm going to just arrows this down, and I'll just wait till the skeleton barrel pops, go with the log, and clean things up. And all in all, we should have a pretty solid win here to start things out. The bar barrel probably could have helped as well, but I just really didn't know. But as you can see, bar barrel or log still gonna be a really solid option. The log helped kind of chip things down over time. So good game, well played, really solid stuff to start out the video. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here, keeping things going. And we can start out with the Demolisher, always a pretty solid option. Our E-Spirit's level 14, so we can cycle that too. I just don't want to give up easy King Tower activations. Again, also the cage is a solid option if you need to cycle some stuff. It's 4 elixir, but at the same time you do get a decent amount of value out of it. Demolisher should also explode on that Archer Queen, which is great. And we're gonna get a log out of him just to help preserve his Archer Queen, so pretty solid. I'm gonna get my recruits rolling here and start some split lane pressure. So he's going to have the Goblin Hut. Goblin Hut, I feel like, is so good right now. Hopefully we can get right on top of that, start damaging it down. Because obviously we have our Ram Rider geared up and ready. I think we should be able to go this right side here. And we're just going to wait for that thing to pass real quick. We'll go with the E-Spirit afterwards. And we should get the E-Spirit. Oh, I wish the E-Spirit would have jumped. I think that might have bought us an extra hit. But all in all, not too bad. Again, I'm going to save my cage. Don't really know what he's going to have for his win condition. I think that's one of the benefits of having such, that's one of the things of having, you know, such variety of decks that you go up against. You just don't quite know what you're going to go up against. And you just want to, you know, hang on for a second just in case. That is not going to explode on the Archer Queen this time, but it looks like it's going to be Hogs. So if that's the case, we're going to go with the cage here. That should be able to yoink the Archer Queen in and preventing, you know, any issues from that Archer Queen. And he's going to drop the Valkyrie very, very far over. So hopefully, okay, I was kind of hoping, you know, we'd be able to bypass it, but that's fine. You know, we'll do this here. I think we can go with like a set of arrows. Oh, we almost hit that Ice Spirit just in time. That literally would have been perfect. We're going to go with the E-Spirit here just to buy our Executioner some time. Should be able to clean that up without any damage, which is absolutely beautiful. And we're going to get that split lane pressure going now. So let's see how he does here. We have the Archer or the Ram Rider on this side. He doesn't have Evil Valkyrie, which is going to be great. We almost gave him King Tower activation, which is wild. That axe from the Executioner got really, really close there. I'm going to get the log going. That should be able to clean that up. And that's going to explode on the Archer Queen, so that's going to clean that up. Let's go with the recruits here. And see if we need a set of arrows. Oh, he's going to give up his Ice Spirit. Okay, that's going to be pretty great. I'm going to go ahead and just arrows this down. Probably try and take out that Valkyrie, which we do. Ram Rider gets on tower, taking for the Brawler. And we are going to be in a pretty solid spot. Let's go with the Demolisher here. Should do a pretty solid job cleaning that up. That was a really, really good interaction right there. So we're going to have Demolisher walking up. He's going to give up his Evil Ice Spirit really early. And I am here for it if that's the case. That's going to blow up right in that Valkyrie's face. We're going to go with the recruits here as well. And forcing the Evil Archer Queen, or the Archer Queen's ability early. Evil Archer Queen would be absolutely wild. So that's going to get taken out, which is nice. We're going to go with the cage here. And we have Evil Executioner. So he might go with the Earthquake, but that's totally fine. We should be able to clean up all those hogs pretty effectively. And then we're going to get things rolling again. And he might have another Goblin Hut, but that's totally fine. Yeah, there's that second Goblin Hut there. That's totally fine. We just need to slowly chip away at this. I was kind of hoping the Archer Queen would get lineup, but didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Totally fine. We're going to go with the recruits here. Executioner is going to do a great job. We're going to go with the log as well as the Demolisher. E-Spirit should be able to clean that up. And we are getting really, really close here towards the end. Let's go with the Evil Executioner. Hopefully start, getting that lineup on the Goblin Hut. He's just going to try and chip us out. But we're going to get a Ram Rider straight on his face. And even though we don't get that connection, we can just go for something like arrows with the log, and we are going to be able to outcycle them. If we didn't have log in that scenario, that would have definitely been a more difficult matchup, just because, you know, we're relying on arrows to kind of help chip out. But, you know, all in all, because you have the log there, we're able to pull out that win. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here, keeping things rolling. And again, starting out with that Demolisher is always a solid option. Our opponent's going rocking Dagger Duchess. So Golem's going to be interesting for sure, because the cage is going to, the evil cage obviously is going to be great, but the regular cage is going to be a little bit rough. So we'll see how this one goes. Executioner is going to be great, obviously, against that Night Witch. So this is definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to play this high, and I really want to hit that Night Witch. So E-Spirit's going to do a great job cleaning that up. Executioner is probably going to turn its attention over to the Flying Machine pretty soon. Dagger Duchess will run out of daggers shortly. We're going to go send the Ram Rider now. And yeah, he's got that Mega Knight, but we should be able to bypass it. Oh, we almost get that hit off. So he's got Mega Knight, and he's got the Golem. Let's go with the cage here. Probably should have dropped it closer, but we're still gonna be able to yoink that in. Okay, he's gonna go for a zap. So that's a mistake on my part. Just absolutely blanked out there. Our opponent has every right to kind of, you know, BM there a little bit. So we can keep things rolling. We can go for the Demolisher. I want to send it down the other lane. We have the cage, or I mean, we have the evil Executioner, so, you know, our defense should be a little bit better. He doesn't seem to have a big spell. It'd be pretty wild if he had lightning or something as well. Let's just go Executioner here. I really just want to take that out. We aren't going to get onto tower or anything like that. So that Golem is going to be a problem for sure. I'm going to go recruits here. We have a cage that is coming up. I'm going to try and pressure this other side because, you know, just given our situation. So I'm going to go for the cage here. He can't go for, you know, something like his Flying Machine in the middle because it's going to get, you know, distracted by everything else. So this should be a pretty solid defense. Yeah. Oh, he does have lightning. This is a super, super heavy deck. That's crazy. All right. So we're going to go for the recruits here. Our opponent's having the time of his life BMing. I'm totally fine if that Flying Machine does lock on. The fact that he has a tower too is pretty wild, but that just doesn't mean, that just means he doesn't have too much to support this. So Ram Rider should be able to get onto tower. We're going to send the arrows as well just to help preserve our Ram Rider a bit longer. And we're going to force out arrows, and we're going to just start spamming our opponent on this side. So E-Spirit should get onto tower. And the Demolisher is actually going to reach the tower still because that Dagger Duchess was just pressured so much. So that's one of the downsides rocking Dagger Duchess. And when your opponent does that, you know, definitely try and take advantage of it. Let's get the Executioner going here. Again, we're just pressuring our opponent and not letting up. So we should be a-okay here. I'm going to go Demolisher afterwards. Should help damage down that Mega Knight and then also distract that Flying Machine. Let's go for this here, and then I'm going to go for the recruits. Our opponent got really lucky, but the Demolisher is still going to reach the tower. The Executioner throws his axe, finishes things off for us. Our opponent is having the time of his life, you know, at least dominating us early on, but we're able to, you know, ramp things up, especially in double elixir once that Dagger Duchess starts running out of daggers. So good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Our opponent's rocking Royal Chef. So we're going to drop him some good luck as he gives us some good luck. And we can again start out with the Demolisher. Our opponent's got Bomber, so it makes me think it's going to be Goblin Drill. I don't quite know. Oh, it's Goblin Giant, so it's not even that. All right, we can go with the cage then. Demolisher should do a good job here. Once the Spear Goblins start damaging that down, yeah. Oh, I mean, if he sends the Mega Minion, that's going to be great as well. We're going to damage down that Mega Minion, and all in all, should be pretty good. I need my recruits ASAP. Wow, this is going to be that one annoying deck that, you know, everyone seems to be rocking. We're going to take that out. So we can go for the Ram Rider next. Yeah, I think that makes sense. We'll send the Ram Rider. So the bomber will get taken out pretty quickly. We'll have a Ram Rider, hopefully tanking for 2 recruits. And that is where you have to, you know, kind of take advantage and find the perfect opportunity to damage down your opponent. We are going to take that tower out, or just about take that tower out. So all in all, really solid trade in my books. Now the question is, can we defend this? And we're going to go for the Goblin Cage here. That should be able to yoink that in. I was really hoping that Mega Minion would get taken out, but all in all, we still have that Goblin Brawler, so we'll be able to clean that up. Really, really solid stuff. He's still going to have to defend this, and obviously we're going to try our best to save our Evil Executioner here, because we definitely don't want to be, you know, without one of our evolutions against his next push. So we're just going to get the E-Spear going, and we'll hang out here for a second. I'm just going to cycle the log. I think we're up on Elixir, at least a little bit. So just need one more log, which is definitely a much better position to be in. He's going to have that P.E.K.K.A as well, so this is going to be definitely one where I need to push this opposite lane here. He might just be going for a 3 crown, just a straight 3 crown, and I think that's exactly what he's doing here. So we do have enough elixir to go for recruits, and obviously we're going to do that here. He's just going to have that Goblin Curse ready. We should have a pretty decent defense here. P.E.K.K.A gets taken out. We'll go for the cage afterwards, kind of yoink that in. So we just need to log that other side, and we should be fine. I'm going to go recruits here. So we just need to slowly damage everything down. And even though he has all of this for us to deal with, we should be fine. I'm going to go for a log here. I probably didn't need it, but we are in a better place over on the left side than he is on that right side. And this is, I think, just going to be a chase towards that tower. We're going to get on through. Good game, well played. And that's how you're going to have to go up against a deck like this. That's absolutely filthy and really tough to go up against. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as I show you guys different matchups with this. I know I switched things up, you know, instead of the log, or instead of the bar barrel, I have the log. Hope you guys really appreciate it. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.